Hello and welcome from Cardboard Alchemy. I'm Peter Vaughan, and this is another Friday Live with a publisher. And this is a potion bottle that I tend to bring with me to conventions, which is really fun. It's our lucky potion bottle. And I was just at a convention. I was just at Gen Con, so I want to talk about that. We also want to talk about what you're playing. It is Friday here, although this could be whenever you're watching this. I hope you're gaming. I hope you're having a fun time. We're here to talk about anything you want to talk about for board games. You want to talk about what you're playing. You want to talk about what we're making. You want to talk about your game store, your friendly local game store, whatever you want to talk about. We're here to talk about design, development, potions, whatever. I am here to talk with Rosie, our comms manager, who has tons of fun pictures from our community. We love showing those pictures of everyone who's been out there. We're going to talk a lot about Andromeda's Edge Genesis, which is coming to GameFound within a month. It's amazing. Hello, we've got some fans here. Mark Dandridge, it's always great to see you. We have a lot of a Genesis to talk about with you. Corkleton, thank you. How's it going? Hey, how's it going, everybody? We've got longtime fans here. So really appreciate everyone coming in from all over the world. Awesome. Ellie, how's it going? Greetings to Texas. So yeah, we're having a fun time. Hello, how's it going? Welcome. This is my favorite. This has got to be my favorite part of the week. I really, really enjoy this. If you really enjoy this, I'm glad, because Cardboard Alchemy would not exist without all of the people who are making this their, supporting our games, making them a reality, but also sharing back how much you're having fun with your family and friends and how much you love this community, because it's what we're making games for. My cup was absolutely filled at Gen Con when I ran into so many people who said how much the Flamecraft dragons mean to them. And we showed Critter Kitchen, we showed Flamecraft, we showed Flamecraft Duels, which we're going to talk about on this stream as well. Today is the last day to get in for late pledge on Flamecraft Duels. So if you have not gotten in, you're going to want to do that. Because we're going to ship them. This is actually the first copy from the manufacturing line given to me by the manufacturer at Gen Con, and we played a tournament of it at Gen Con. It was amazing. We showed, let's see, I said Critter Kitchen, Flamecraft Duels. We showed Andromeda's Edge. We showed Andromeda's Edge Genesis, which we said is launching in a month, and we showed Whisperwood, which is coming as our next game. And if I didn't mention, we had designers with us. There was Manny Vega in attendance. There was Brad Brooks and Chris Strain. There was Alex Cutler, who is demoing Critter Kitchen every day, and we had Luke Laurie, who was overseeing tons of Genesis games on the table as well. Oh, there's so much to talk about. Let's get Rosie on so I know where we're going to go first. What are we going to do, Rosie? What are we going to talk about?
Hello. It's been a while. I feel like it's been ages since we both were on. I don't know why. It might just be 2 weeks.
Yeah. I did have a Comic-Con and then a Gen Con. So I have. It's been me. I've been out. You've been covering.
That's true. But yeah, we've got a bunch of things. We've got some stuff to show you. Some of it is things that you got from Gen Con. Some of it is stuff we showed at Gen Con, which you may not have seen yet. And we're also going to be announcing the winners of the coloring in contest, so stay tuned for that. Awesome. Which is really cool. We actually now have 6 winners rather than the original 5.
Yeah, so growing. By the way, Faith here chiming in, who helped us out at Gen Con. I'm shouting out Faith right now for running Critter Kitchen like a boss, just like nailed it every day. Faith, thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah. It was very cool. Yeah. I liked seeing all the pictures of people and going, "Is that person?" Like, because normally you just know them online. It was very cool.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Friday today.
Warm again in the UK. We're not happy about it.
It's warm here too in Los Angeles. Los Angeles starts off very cool in the morning, so it's just like the deceptive, like, ooh, it's a nice, beautiful day, and then boom, hits you with heat. And you're like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm off to Canterbury Board Gaming or Canterbury Gaming Con. I can't remember what they're calling it, but it's Canterbury, and yeah, it's their first one, so it's very exciting and got lots of people, and they did so well they've had to open another venue in terms of tickets. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
So I'm going to see boxed meeples. We're going to be running giant just one or like just 100
Nice. Just
and
100.
just 100 and which I haven't played in ages, and we're going to be playing tiny things in giant rings. So
Oh, that's cute. That's fun.
which reminds me I need to remember to bring rope to the event.
Yeah. Forget the
But yeah,
rope.
so it should be a lot of fun. And then on Monday I'm playing Andromeda's Edge Genesis with them, so I'm really excited.
Oh, oh my God, I'm
All
excited.
taking the day off.
Genesis. What do you mean Genesis? This is
Genesis.
so good.
It's very cool.
This box. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to have this game on my table at all times.
It's very cool.
Well, and the number one question always asked, will this fit in the deluxe box? The answer is yes, it will fit in the deluxe box.
Hey, that's so cool. Will everything from the campaign fits in the deluxe box?
Well, okay. So when I say fits in the deluxe box, everything inside this expansion box
Yes.
will fit in the deluxe box. But if you were to try and roll up the giant mat we're making, that will not fit in the box. People have asked, and you'd have to shrink it with a shrink ray or something, which I don't know what technology is available at the edge of Andromeda, but you would have to get that mat in a very creative way.
Yeah, I've been arranging, like, I've got 3 games coming up with reviewers and people, and I'm going, what size is your table? Like, how big can I bring a mat?
You know what also will not fit in the box, but yet is coming? Look at this. Andromeda's Edge.
Look at that text. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is the dice tower.
This is so cool.
Is an amazing. This is just to see the obelisk made. I know that Mark Danders is out there, and Mark said one day, "Oh, it'd be great if they made a dice tower that's shaped like an obelisk." And we were working on that at the time, and I was like, "That is exactly what we're going to do." You know, we're actually Tim Toon put out a video. Now we're going to create a little bit of a backboard right here for the dice, because you chuck them in, you need them because there's all this mechanism of tumbling that they do when they go in there.
Cool.
It's so wild.
They move like they wiggle.
Yeah, these things move as
That's
the
so
dice.
cool.
So it is going to be fun. You're going to be able to see the dice coming down as you roll dice, and then they're going to shoot out at you at the edge. This is something that you could back if you come in for Genesis. You don't even have to get the expansion. You could just get a dice tower. But of course, I think you're going to want the expansion. It's so satisfying. Now, someone just says, does it come built or require assembly? This does require assembly. It comes shipped flat, completely flat, and you have to punch all the pieces and assemble it. Now, it's not as hard as you would think, because I have just done one from another company. I saw Rosie did one.
I've made one, a Game Genic one, and I will be making a video of how to put it together.
Yes, got you covered.
So we'll have you covered.
If everyone does not trust, Rosie is the best at how to do videos. So you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be fine.
Gonna be fine.
If anyone gets in on Andromeda's Edge, with from the get-go with Genesis, they've never had Andromeda's Edge before. They're gonna have to watch my how to unbox everything in the box. Also, there's a bunch of faction videos, and then there's so much content.
I don't know if you realize this, Rosie, but you're going to make another one of how to put it all in the box, because now it's going to have Genesis inside.
I feel like I might be able to get away with editing some of the original.
So you probably could use the original and then just go, oh, and then the frog goes right here, and then this goes right there. And
it is wood, isn't it? It's made of wood.
It is wood.
Yeah.
Wood and acrylic. There is a, like, for example,
it's wood. That's a stained wood.
Yes, it is a stained wood with carvings that were designed by Sergio Chavez. So he came up with the look of the carvings on the tower.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It is.
I remember there was some lovely pictures sent through of the kinds of wood stain, and we were choosing. But what we really liked, you can't really see it in this, but it's quite a nice reddy tone, which works quite well for an obelisk. So it's very cool.
Mahogany.
So yeah, it's beautiful. Mahogany, yes, it's like a piano.
Yeah.
Or a fancy table.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's beautiful. I think it'd be the fanciest dice that I've got. I've got some handmade ones, and I've got like the clear one. But yeah, that's pretty
I'm
cool.
very excited about it. I know that and I don't know the cost yet. It's kind of a ridiculous item. I don't expect a lot of people to necessarily go for it, but for fans who are like, you know what, I want this crazy thing on my table. I want to roll dice
Yeah,
out of it. It is actually built for the jumbo dice as well for the Raiders,
yeah,
but it'll go very well with those dice. Actually, it's kind of Raider themed because of the color and the blue as well.
mm,
It is just one of those crazy items that I like to make crazy items once in a while, just like
yeah.
the mat. Not necessary for gameplay, but sometimes absolutely necessary for coming into your favorite game and saying, "This is what I want on my table."
And this is not Chinese manufactured, is it? This is
This
a
is
small
actually
business.
manufactured in Hungary. This is going to be one of we don't always like, yeah, it depends on the project and so forth. And I met this company, Laser Ox, in Hungary, and they said we can make a dice tower, and we can make a fantastic dice tower. And they were so enthusiastic about doing it that I gave them a shot, and this is the dice tower they came up with. It's fantastic.
Will it be released separately after the campaign, or is it exclusive?
That is a good question. I think that LaserOx will be able to offer it print on demand like later, so that if somebody misses the campaign but they see this dice tower, they might be able to buy it from them. But I do believe it'll probably be more expensive at LaserOx, and I'm not positive when that second wave of availability would be. But they would ship it from Hungary at that point, and it would be someone ordering direct from them. So I do think that we're going to try and make that as a thing.
Yeah,
In the mat, just to talk to that same availability, we would hope to put extras of the mat on our store one day. But again, I think this is the crowdfunding is the best timing and best deal that we can possibly offer. So it'll be better on the campaign than it will be later. So if you're interested in these things and you want to swing them and give us support while we're launching Genesis, we would love to have it there, and we'll make it the best deal that we can.
yeah,
At that point.
absolutely. But it's very cool. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my list. Yes, I've got some pictures to show from social, just a couple, because I've also got all the coloring pages to
Yeah.
show. So there's only so many pictures in this delightfully tech world of using StreamYard. Just a couple of images where one person, I think you might know more about who this
By the way,
person is.
you're welcome, Mark. We Deluxify too much around here.
Yeah, so
Ooh, look at these pictures.
this.
Oh, I remember this story from Gen Con.
So, yeah, you might know more than I do about, and I've got their name, Jennifer Rose.
Yes, Jen.
So what happened? Why is there dragon on an adventure? Did they get it at the convention? Did
So
they?
here's what happened. We had all 6 dragons hanging out at the table. They were doing their
These
job.
ones.
Yes, here we go. So we had this hall table where there was a front area. We had an amazing location at Gen Con. It was right near Pokemon. So if you can imagine, like on the Potion Dragon, Bread Dragon side, we had Andromeda's Edge, and then there was Critter Kitchen banner, and then there's Pokemon. There's giant Pokemon banners. So we got to catch them all, and all of our dragons were like, we're gonna be right next to Pokemon, showing everybody we're the cutest. And people would stop by going, "What is this?" People who have never seen Flamecraft. We had Flamecraft right out there. We had Duels. Imagine Duels right was where the dragons were eventually. Once we got Duels in, they were like our representatives. Now I knew that people would say, "Can I buy them?" And so what we'd said is yes, but you have to go on the Flamecraft Duels late pledge, because we put all 6 colors on the late pledge. But I also knew that people would be like, "Oh, I really wanted to take one home today." So what we did was we brought a couple extra for those moments that I knew would happen, where there was like the person who was just, "Oh my God, I'm in love with this dragon." And there were some kids that came by, and I got to do those fun surprises where the kid was begging their parent, and then the parent was like, "No, you can't have a dragon." And then I was like, what would you name this dragon? And the kid would think of a name for a meat dragon. And I go, would you like, it was like, I want to remember the name this one person came up with. And I was like, would you like bacon to come home with you today? And the kid was like, oh my God, can I have it? So Jennifer fell in love with the crystal dragon. She just fell in love with the crystal dragon. And I said, you know what, Jennifer, maybe if you came back later, the crystal dragon would be off their shift. So Jennifer came back because that was like another test I did where it's like, if you really want this, you will come back. So Jennifer came back and said, I have been thinking about this dragon so much and I have a name for it. It's Agnes. And I said, you know what, Agnes is ready to go to your town now and go to your home. And she was going to cry right there. She was like so happy. I hope it made her con. That's what she said. She was freaking out. So she took Agnes all over the place, apparently, and took pictures of Agnes and enjoying the con, which made me very happy.
Yeah, she's learned some new games, stopped for some pork tenderloin. As soon as we got home, stole a bracelet and started wearing it as a necklace. So, really moved in, I think.
Yeah.
So it's very sweet.
I love when people can connect to the dragons. And what we did at Gen Con was really fun. We did an event every night, 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. We played Flamecraft games where every single person who played got a plush. That's what we did. Every single person who sat down got one. Then we did duels tournaments where the winner and the second place of the duels tournament got a plant dragon and an iron. The winner had the choice of plant or iron, and then the second place got the other one. So that was the first time plant dragons and iron dragons went onto the wild. And yes, I saw the comment, we did remove the surprise out of the backpack because people did look, and I knew they would, and I knew that it would be like, oh, we cannot let anyone know that. Oh, that's nice. The duels tournaments were awesome. Thank you, Faith. Now, Faith, I have to tell another fun Gen Con story, okay? So Faith, if you don't know Faith, she's in our Discord. If you come to our Discord, you'll meet tons of our fun community. Faith helped us demo Flamecraft Duels when it was live on Kickstarter. She definitely play tested it, was in the Discord playing it, actively playing it. So Faith ran, as I mentioned earlier, Critter Kitchen for everybody at the show and did a fantastic job in that. But then we go do the tournament day 2, and who do I see playing in the tournament? I see Faith, and I go, "You're a ringer. You're gonna destroy everybody in this tournament." And she's just very innocent, like, "No, I'm absolutely not." So every round, now I will say this about duels: duels is so competitive that there were some of Faith's games that were like 1 point, but she squeaked it out and did take that home, did win, did walk away with a copy and a dragon. I think did you pick the Iron Dragon? I can't remember.
The surprise people did not get. They did not get when they won the Iron Dragons. They didn't get the surprise.
They did not.
It's still reserved for backers to discover.
Sorry, not sorry is the best. I love that you can I will say that another thing too. There was someone who wanted to play in the tournament, and they came by every day studying the rule book, because they're like, I am going to learn examples. I'm going to learn best practices. I think when we get to duels tournaments later and when people know it and can compete with Faith, oh my God, it's going to be good. It's
going to be so good.
It's going to be so good.
I know the future because Hive tournaments are intense.
It's a fast game. It goes really fast to play.
Yeah.
We ran 16-person tournaments, and they were only about two hours and change. It was amazing.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happened at Gen Con. A lot of stuff. There was, we had four games running, or at least there were 4 games kind of running, the entire time.
If it makes you feel any better, I missed all of Gen Con. Okay. I missed all of Gen. Here's the thing: we were at this one amazing booth. I'm sure Rosie put up maps while we were there, but it wasn't a booth. It was a hallway, and we were there, and we were so swamped, which was amazing. People wanted to talk about our games. Genesis games were full. Critter Kitchen games were full. there were people waiting lines to get into the Flamecraft and the Critter Kitchen games, people asking if they could get in. The Duels tournament was packed. The Whisperwood games were packed. I didn't go to the rest of the con. We were just like, well, we're just going to stay right here and we're going to nail it. But Gen Con's so large that people had entire other worlds of conventions, and I don't even know what they were. The only thing that I did do is I got a couple games. I got like I walked in the hall 3 times or 4 times, right?
I'm really glad that the thing that I bought was delivered to you, because I don't know if you'd been able to get out to go.
Yes, because that creator of a custom bag was so cool. I went to go visit them later because I was like,
Oh, that's
I
nice.
wonder where they were, and I went to go see where they were and stuff like that.
They did really well. I think they sold out of a lot of their bags.
They were crushing it. By the time I saw their bag area, they were like, all of these are sold out, and we got like these 2 colors left.
It was very cool.
I did see some fun stuff though. I did when I went to the hall, my priorities were, there's so many Gen Con things to talk about. First of all, I went to Lucky Duck because they were selling Critter Kitchen. It was the USA debut show. It was the first show in the United States where Critter Kitchen was debuting. And we sold out. They ordered even more. They were like, oh, maybe we should get more because Critter Kitchen's on fire. They built a kitchen, and one of our Discord members, Kat, was running the Critter Kitchen games in the kitchen and teaching people how to play. Alex Cutler went over there and ran games in the kitchen and was teaching people how to play. And they sold out of Critter Kitchen. So much so that there was one Critter Kitchen in a glass display case that people fought over. I was like, listen, I'll get you both. Like, we could get you a copy of Critter Kitchen. Please do not fight over this copy. Oh my goodness.
I'm seeing a lot of videos online about Critter Kitchen, but not just people like talking about the game. It's people doing like viral TikTok trends with Critter Kitchen.
Oh yeah.
There's this one, I think it's done quite well, but it's really hard to explain unless you know it, where it's a song version of a terrible dating exchange. And it's basically a guy.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah. May I ask, how many baby daddies do you have? I have one daughter. I know, but how many baby daddies do you have? Well, they're basically going like, what games would you like to play? And they're like, Critter Kitchen. But you have other games, but just Critter Kitchen.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of like
funny
British content creator couples who are all obsessed with Critter Kitchen. It's amazing.
So funny. Also, hi to Addie who could not join, but absolutely big hello. It's so great. And thank you. The kitchen looked amazing. That's super cool to hear. I went to Lucky Duck's booth, but let me tell you, because I know that Ellie, I know you didn't want to necessarily go because of the crowds. Let me tell you what happened to me. I am not afraid of crowds, but I was scared on the first day of Gen Con, and I will tell you why. Because they opened Gen Con, and Thursday was like entering a fast-moving river of people. I stepped in and then was just being carried. I was like, oh no. It was like wild what happened. You couldn't move. It took me like 30 minutes. Lucky Duck's booth was so close to us, and it took me forever to get to it and forever to get back to it. And I go, oh, I owe them another thing. And I was like, nope, not going back. No way. I'm going in that again.
Goodbye.
Our area, though, where we were in the hall was peaceful, quieter, calm. People were having fun. Like, I don't know that I would want a booth. I know that we might get a booth someday, but oh my God.
The event space is always calmer. Yuki Games Expo, there were like groups like NRB and people from Narrows Bar were all just hanging out there playing games because they were just like, it's so busy in there. Like, you go through a bit. When I'm used to it, again, I'm locking in, I'm checking every stand. I'm a Londoner. We have to move quickly through crowds. We're very good at it. Elbows out and move. But like, I was like, I can understand why the event space is so much more chill, because people don't think there's anything to see there unless they actually go in or they have a plan to be there.
So Ellie, we would be allowed in early. You get exhibitor badges, but I just think just sheer moving, like, oh, I'm supposed to get another carton from storage, or what, I would just be like, oh, I can't move. Actually, the people who would have the worst time, and I did talk to Jason, Easy Cat, about this, is that if you have a meeting at one publisher and then you have a meeting in another publisher, you could kiss an hour goodbye to try and get places, which is just, you can't put back-to-back things. Now, if you're just shopping, I mean, it's amazing, right? There were quieter pockets of it. It's actually quite fun to be at Gen Con. Um, but it is a very busy show. So the other things that I went out there to go do is I went to go see some publisher friends, but I also went to go see, particularly publisher friend, I went to go see Cosmic Frog because there was a Cosmic Frog in Genesis, and the makers of Cosmic Frog, is Devious Weasel, and Devious Weasel had a booth. Jenna over at Devious Weasel had not seen the frog, so I went to go visit Jenna, who is the owner of that company, and showed her the frog, and she was overjoyed to see the frog. She was jealous because we made the frog bigger than the frogs in Cosmic Frog.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah, we made up. So we were joking that the Cosmic Frogs in Cosmic Frog are 2-mile high galactic frogs, and we have made a 3-mile high galactic frog.
They've just been eating and growing.
They've just been, yeah, but we also thematically made the Cosmic Frog swallow modules whole, which is very, very tied to the mechanisms of that game. So Jenna was thrilled. That was so much fun.
That's very cool.
I also went to go visit Longpack, who's our manufacturer of Andromeda's Edge, and Critter Kitchen. And I went to go visit E-Star, who is the manufacturer of Flamecraft and Flamecraft Duels. And E-Star had the very first ones of these. Actually, to show what a manufacturer will go through, E-Star got this done, I want to say 2 days before Gen Con. And then put someone on a plane to fly this to us via like hand delivery. And that person got on a plane in China, but then there was a typhoon. I'm like, oh my God, they went through a typhoon to deliver this. I wanted to say, if anyone from E-Star is watching this, like that is unbelievable service. I can't believe that you braved a typhoon to come and make sure that we had a copy of Duels.
They were generally coming to Gen Con, right?
No. The person who came was not coming to Gen Con.
Okay.
They found other business to do. I'm not saying that they only do Duels. But
they just turned up day one and went, bye.
It was kind of amazing.
Wow.
It's such
a travel-friendly game that all you need is
they just got this in their bag, and we actually got a couple of them to run the tournament. We had a couple to run the tournament.
That's awesome. That's really
and
cool.
It is I can show, because this is the first time. Hold on a second. There's a couple things we're still working on here, but this is the box. I'm gonna show this side first. So you open the box like so, and you've got the rule book. And then you've got your token bag, deluxe.
Oh, nice. It's all flat now. I love it.
Yeah.
That looks stunning.
It's so good. Great. And so soft and so deluxe. It's awesome. The tokens are all in there. I'm not going to bring out all the tokens right now. I'm going to do this out because I got hard to do this on the stream. But on the other side, you have all this storage. That's going to be very hard for me to show this.
So good.
But you have your mini.
It's the green one.
Yeah, that's the green one. You have I have currently the buddy token separated and your coins separated.
Nice.
And I want to show also that Sandara has, I'm going to bring out also these wooden holders 1 second. But first I have to show you that she also illustrated where things go. The cards go on the side where she put the cards, and then the mini and coins and Fancy Dragon, which she illustrated as a little bit of a pendant. She showed exactly where everything goes, and where the wooden holders go are these beautiful wooden holders. There's the town on one side, there's dragons playing duels on the other side, and then check this out, because Sandara is that cool. They're different. They're not the same dragons playing on each.
Oh my goodness.
It is the same town on each side, though. So you can decide what you want. And then the cards. This is so that, if you're into deluxe games, this is not going to be in the standard edition. This is I don't even have to hold my cards edition of this game. I can play this game, and I can have my cards completely ready to go, in this holder. And I could just say, oh, you know what? I've completed this card right here.
So cool.
It's so much fun. It's absolutely extravagant and totally not needed to play the game, but you cannot. I mean, it's absolutely they're
Were
super.
people using them in the tournament?
Yes, we let everybody play with a deluxe edition. People were using them in the tournament. People were loving it in the tournament.
So cool.
That is why I said, by the way, if you're in the stream and you do not have duels, we are actually the late pledge is closing this weekend, like today possibly. So you want to get in there because what I was telling people at Gen Con is that the expansion is in there, the plush are in there, the art book is in there, the upgraded components are in there. Oh, it is everything Flamecraft. And we're going to ship it. That's why these were the first ones, but it's coming on a boat now. Anyway.
So cool. I'll be taking my lesser good quality.
It's fine. It's perfectly.
Mine has been used a lot. It's still looking good, and it's played many times. It's going to this weekend.
I was bragging to people at the show that I have taken this on an airplane. It completely fits on a tray table on an airplane, and I'll use the potion bottle. It has enough room for a drink next to it. You can have a drink as well on that tray table.
Someone asked if I'm taking the prototype to ZatuCon. I can. It's travel friendly. I can stick it in my bag if you want me to.
It is so fast to take that game with you.
Yeah, I'm happy to bring it if you want to borrow it and play and all that stuff. But yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have other things that I could talk about for Gen Con, but we could go anywhere. Because I did go find the Sandara game that was on the table.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, what else did you get? Like you got this.
Yeah. So here's the thing about being a publisher at a show. Have you seen those like here's my Gen Con haul, right? And some people have like 30 games, and some people.
Luke's haul was impressive.
Luke's haul is one game, and it was Whisperwood. So my haul is very similar to Luke's, which is I could only pull off I only got to the show floor a couple times. Of course, my haul includes things like this, so I'm not sad. Like, don't get me wrong, I am not sad. Plus, I have a haul that includes a Critter Kitchen Award. So I'll talk about that. But my haul, the very first thing I said I got to do is this. This is Sandara Tang, and also Manny Vega's in here for graphic design, and this was released by Gamehead, and you have one too. Yeah,
I have one, but mine was.
I actually don't know how it plays.
It's really sweet.
Sight unseen purchase, which tends to be risky, but I don't care. It's Sandara's art.
Have you played Archaeology?
I don't.
Classic set collecting game.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
This one's got you're trying to collect different tokens to have the most points into the game, but you're also using them to bid in like King Domino style, which order you're going to get to choose from. So you want to keep hold of the trinkets that you could technically set collect into the best points, but you also want to be at the front of the line to pick the best trinkets. So it's really easy to learn. It's very cute. I don't think it has a solo. I think it's just 2 to 6. 2 to 6.
And I'm now looking at because we always
games are a bit tricky to do.
Of course, I knew Sandara was going to do inside box art because
the inside of the box is stunning.
Great, and because oh my goodness sakes, these are cute.
Yeah,
characters. I think everybody has learned. Well, I mean, they might have done this anyway, but you got to name your characters. Look at that. Brisbee is classic. But also because we work with Sandara on rule books, I know she likes to do a custom piece of art. Yep, of course there is. It's not the cover.
So it's not that easy to purchase in the UK. You can get it if you check Travel Games UK. They import games in, and they have done an order, and they should be getting it in. And they're a lovely company. They have loads of Japanese, other Asian companies. They have loads of imports from America. So that's the place to look. It's a shame. Maybe it will, because this is very new and they're a new company, so they might need to pick up ways to get it. It could be picked up by Asmodee. You never know. But what's really interesting is it's kind of Borrowers-esque. Borrowers, if anyone in the UK, there's a thing that's exactly, and it's kind of like it's not in the UK, but this is very English for us.
Yeah, right. I did actually put a copy for someone in our Discord who asked for it.
It's very kind of you.
Because the UK is going to be difficult.
Is that going to be one of my
another one? One of my have another one. So if you're in our Discord and you want to go talk to me, come talk to me. I don't have one for everybody, but I'm just saying I might have another one.
It's very cute. Did you
Ellie,
get
where are we getting these
Peter's game
games?
as well from Gameheads? Did you
What is
get
it? I did buy Peter. I didn't bring it. Oh, I actually do have one more game. It's called First Class Letters, which you have. Right? Yeah, there we go. I bought that, of course, because that is a Peter C. Hayward design. Basically, if there's a designer or artist that I love or company, I'm easily convinced. There we go. One player for First Class Letters. You
1 to 100. This one is
100.
tricky. It is hard because you're spelling things, but you've got to spell them in order. So every time you roll the dice, it has to be between A and C, and the next one's between C and F, and it has to start with a letter in the alphabet. If it's out of order at the end, those words don't count. You don't get the points. Yeah. It's really hard to think of a word with certain letters in, like boggle, but also alphabetically.
Yes. Yeah.
It's very
a fun game. Yeah. So the other game that I actually that I got actually as a gift was Yokohama Duel. Have you played Yokohama?
I've not. I know I've seen it.
Yokohama is a great game. Fantastic game. Worker placement game. Hey, how's it going? Oh, it's great to see you. I love your TikToks. Oh my god, this is like a celebrity in the house. The best, by the way. So we have to talk about Board and Shield for a second, just because interruption. Board and Shield does on TikTok a summary of the last month that they have played a game, right? And he'll go yes, no on every single game. Like, I just played Drama's Edge. I'm going to say yes or no, right? And it's really helpful to get a fast fire, should I look into this more or not? And what's really great about that is that every once in a while, when you hit a game that Z's going to like basically gush on, you get fast fire, rapid, high amount of games, plus the occasional, oh my goodness, you have to go get this game because it is that good, which really helps because it shows you which ones stand out.
Yeah, he's very clear and exact with his information, which I really like. Like you just get like all the information you kind of need to go, I want to look into this game. I don't know about this game. This is for me, like it's very clear.
Like at the end of that, even if you're not the same taste, you get an instant idea of like, because you get a quick synopsis and then you get the gushing and you get the no's, and the no's are very well like, here's the reason, and there's very few no's, but you get them, so you're getting like, you're getting a very good snapshot. It's my most informative board game content I've ever seen out there.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
So Yokohama is a fantastic game. I don't even know how to describe it other than to say that it's boy, this is a tough one. How do I describe Yokohama? Because you are in the base game, you have like a boss, you have like one worker that you have like a boss, and then you have these associates that work for the boss. And like as you go to a location, you have to be able to trace the path to that location with workers. You can't go somewhere where someone else's boss is without paying them. Your workers can't go where someone else's boss is without paying them. And then to try to trace these paths through worker placement spots without having a pullback turn. Your goal is not to pull back, but if you have no moves, you have to pull back. So you're trying to go get tea and copper and I mean, there's tea in the game, so it's a very interesting resource to have. It says here in copper, silk, tea, and fish. So we're talking about like an eclectic bit of resources, but you're trying to trade those in. You could get, you're fulfilling orders for different countries, and you can get tech upgrades as well, so that every time your turn, now you have this ability to actually go where someone else's boss is, or you can upgrade. So I love things that allow me to upgrade my worker placement. And I don't know what happens in duels, but I will tell you that what happened was I had another case of somebody wanting a dragon. Sarah K, who was working in the Yokohama Duels booth, and Sarah said, can I get you anything in exchange? I gave the potion dragon freely. Sarah came back and gave me Yokohama. Did not have to do that, but unbelievable. I can't wait to play it. What was the other one I have? Oh yes, and this is the funniest thing ever. I already backed this, but I couldn't resist. I had to have it right then and there.
You
I'll
backed
find
it and
somebody.
bought it.
I did. I'll find someone to get this copy, the copy that I have to somebody. We'll figure out how we could do that in a stream or something because
That's terrible. Did you get the fancy one, the book?
this is the deluxe where I didn't know this. I didn't know
Stunning.
this. And
So
guess
good.
what? You know, I have an Alex
This is the thing about being a reviewer. I don't have that. I have the
You don't
prototype.
have this book on? Oh my god, it's so
Because
cool.
often we have the prototype. That's what we have. So it's very cool, and
Maybe I'll
I'm
get
not
you
jealous at all.
maybe I'll get you one,
No,
Rosie.
it's fine. The prototype's basically exactly the same. The quality of the prototype was very similar, just not a fancy book. But it's a lovely game, and it does have solo. Sorry, seasonal. It does have a good solo. But I might be playing it this weekend because someone's going to be bringing their copy that they just got. So that's pretty cool. I get to see the gold books, the gold foil books.
Yeah, it's anyway, I absolutely loved going out there to get that. I don't know what other loot. Well, I was going to talk about the other loot that I got, but this is I'm sorry we're turning this into so many we know we have so many other topics, Rosie, but Gen Con was big. So I picked up this.
This is not
Now you've
technically
already seen
Gen Con.
this.
I've already seen this.
This
I put my grubby prints all over it.
Yeah, you've already held this.
I felt
The
it.
Critter Kitchen won Best Family Game this year, and if we haven't said, we're so honored by that.
It's
This
very
is the
cool.
UK Games Expo, so this is not a Gen Con award, but I didn't get this flew back from UK Games Expo. It got to Gen Con, and then it was given to me. So now I have it, and now I get to brag about how Critter Kitchen is the best family game of 2025. And we're so excited about that.
It's really cool. Yeah, there's a little. Did they give you a little stand, or did you just got the hexagon?
No, I have the stand. Everything
Okay, good.
survived. Everything survived. I
And the
could
stand's just like a normal stand, like, but yeah, otherwise you just got this random coaster.
Yeah.
It's pretty
But
cool. It's awesome.
it's
We're actually getting a couple more made so that the designers can have
yeah.
as well.
We were up for awards at the Dice Tower, and we missed those awards, but those were for Andromeda's Edge, Andromeda's Edge, not Genesis. We don't know if that could win something yet. But we went to the Dice Tower Awards. It was a fun time. We did not win. I was really hoping we would take at least solo game because it was up for best solo game of the year. We were up for best production. Now, I don't know if anybody knows, but I have a production award in the office because I won for best production when I was at Breaking Games for Dwellings of Eldervale. So it would have been amazing to take production on Andromeda's Edge. Tom Vassell at the Dice Tower later told me that we were so close. I don't know if that makes me feel better or not, but it does make me feel better that we were so close. I'm excited that people recognize the production of that game. And we were honored to be nominated for Game of the Year, even though we didn't take it. SETI swept the awards deservedly because it was amazing design and it was an amazing game.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only other thing that I got on the floor that I think I have with me is I did get Galactic Cruise earrings from Ascadelia.
I thought they were sunflowers when I first.
Yeah, no, these are actually gears from Galactic.
So cool.
So I
Is
love
that made by Ascadelia?
Ascadelia made these. Yeah,
She makes because she works for All Play. She's also a reviewer.
yeah.
But she makes like these earrings and key rings and bits out of just chunky meeples.
Yeah.
Chunky
So I
resources.
want to ask her if she'll do
Very
Critter
cool.
Kitchen meeples, and I want to ask her if she'll do Andromeda's Edge spaceships because I mean we got to do it.
All right, people want to know the winners.
All right, let's do it. Sorry, everybody. We're going to talk about Gen Con forever.
Let me explain how we did the voting for the coloring in contest. So firstly, there were about I want to say 28 entries, which is incredible because 28 people printing off thing and coloring. I know that doesn't sound like much, but as someone that's worked in social for nearly 10 years now, getting people to do anything, even just kicking a butt really hard because it's just
this is celebrating.
Busy and you're asking them to do things.
To tell everyone what this is celebrating Cardboard Alchemy as 5 years old. And so we put out a coloring page just because we were like, let's just have fun. Sandara had drawn a potion dragon friend and also put little Easter eggs to all of our stuff. And if anyone had decided to do it, we would have been honored to have 28 people go, you know what? I want to jump in is Amazing. Thank you to
Yeah,
anyone who participated. That is such an honor to have
it's
you.
it's awesome. Like
There
putting time into doing this is very cool. And some people just did it and said, "Don't enter me" for some reason. It's like, okay, you just had fun, just had some fun doing it. So yeah, we got everyone's, and the way we did it was we have a chat thing for work, and we have a bunch of people in there. So I uploaded all of the images, and then everyone got 5 votes, and they went
Mm,
in and they voted. The names weren't on it or anything. There was no bias. They went and voted, and these are the ones that got the most votes. But it was so close. It was the difference of like one
it was really
for
close. Yeah,
so many of them
it
that
was
I had
really
to do
close.
another round of voting. So, you know, I'm just going to run through them. There's no order to these. But we actually have
These are the winners. You're gonna
winners.
go the winners.
Winners. There
6
was
winners.
meant to be 5, but there's a special one who it wasn't technically coloring in. So we've done
Oh
6
yes,
extra.
that one. That
Yeah,
one. Okay.
absolutely. We will post all the entries. I'll post all the entries. Oh, how am I going to do that? Maybe I could post all the winners, but 28 images might be a lot. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the first one was Joanne with this beautiful, colorful rainbow
Balloons.
dragon. We
Also,
particularly liked the balloons. We like
yeah,
the very beautiful pearlescent balloons.
so many
Um,
fun things there. There's an actual one of the things I appreciate is the duels token is actually a duels token. The titanium has orange in it, which is a little nod to the way the art is in that game. The Mission Catastrophe dice are on point. Not that you did not have to make things the color that they were, but I absolutely kind of appreciate the fact that Joanne knows our games. Uh,
it's very cool. Um,
Congratulations
but
on
yeah, we always enjoy like a rainbow effect.
Are
So
you saying that had the most votes?
I've
Oh, we're
there
not
some of these are like 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes. There's
okay.
not
Well, because
really an order.
we were gonna do this other thing, and I don't know if I'm doing it now or after we look at all of them.
Oh, hang on, let me make this. Is that better? That's better.
Okay.
What we were gonna do, I don't know if we should do it or not. We could just do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Let's just do it.
This is behind the scenes at a publisher. There may be times when we go, well, maybe we should probably not have said that. Oh, that's gonna happen.
If you are here, and I think Joanne is here. Would you like to pick which print you've
I
won?
actually have the prints that people can
They're
win.
all different,
They're
so
all different,
we have
and you
6.
could shout the one out that you want. Now, I'm not saying that if you shout one out, someone else is not gonna win later and then go, "Oh my god, I wanted that one." They're
Um,
all signed by Sandara, and they're all amazing. So I'm just gonna show you what you could have. This is the Desert Vendor from Critter Kitchen, which is it's one of the first shops she ever drew for Critter Kitchen, signed by her at the bottom here, and it's so much fun. It's a family serving up all the fun things at a stall. We also have Stuff the Magic Dragon from Flamecraft, signed by Sandara, because it is the promo shop we put out in 2023 with lots of Easter eggs in it. We won't even tell you what they all are yet, but you're gonna see there's Flamecraft stuff in there. We have the soup truck, which frankly, if I told you the design story of Critter Kitchen, the soup truck did not start up as a soup truck. I believe that Peter and Alex designed a garbage bin to be where we decided to make it soup. I think it's way better as soup, and I love the fact that there's like this mobile soup truck that runs around. There you get that one. You could also get the Drake of Cakes from Flamecraft. It is a beautiful bakery scene. And by the way, somebody at Gen Con dressed up as the vendor in Drake of Cakes. Unbelievable. It was just that woman in Drake of Cakes was walking around with the waiter from Le Petit Dragon and one of the chefs at Pizza Coven. All walked around together. It was a wild experience. We also have the Chef Academy, signed by Sandara, of course. This is a Critter Kitchen classic location. The Bake Off. Basically, we said go with Great British Bake Off, and she did. She nailed that scene. And then finally, last but not least, is a Flamecraft piece, the arrival in town of the Iron Dragon Wingnut on a hot air balloon. Definitely one of my favorite scenes from the alt starters. You can choose any of those.
Let me know in the comments.
Your
Okay.
son shouted garbage bin from across the room. Yes, we do development here to take those kind of items and fix them to be soup trucks instead. That's what we do.
Okay, the next one was
winners now. Yes.
Corkleton.
Yeah, look at that.
This awesome galaxy background and big swirling orange ocean. I love all the little stars. And it feels like we're looking into a window.
That is galactic right there. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm ready for Andromeda's Edge. And that, I feel like that has like all of our games because it just feels like we're going to space. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's like it's actually like one of those space portals that opens up. The Potion Dragon is about to go into Andromeda's Edge. And I
think it's actually Quirkleton's wife. So Quirkleton, please ask your wife what print she wants. Right? I'm waiting for Joanne to reply.
The balloons are amazing. I did see someone comment about the balloons. Look at that.
It's awesome.
The detail. You know how there's a lot of people who did great balloons. I would say out of a study of everyone, the 28 entries of balloons are quite amazing. These have such an interesting pattern in the highlight.
Oh, okay. Joanne said, "Stuff the magic dragon."
Okay, right? Oh yeah, you got that.
I'm making notes. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff the magic dragon. Okay, we could go over the other ones for.
Quirkleton, please let me know. Okay.
That's so.
Next one.
So that one. My gosh.
I'm gonna show the one that isn't coloring in because they should get more choice because it was a lot of work. So it is.
That made us create another category. But unbelievable.
Ex-Tanny who's I think is also here. I can't. If you're in the Discord, there's loads of pictures of close-up shots. But they made guys. They made a potion bowl. They made all the bits that go around the outside. Yeah, and they made a cake that says Cardboard Alchemy.
This is the greatest gift we could have been given. Special entry. We did not ask anyone to do this. We did not expect anyone to do this. There's like a sewn duels chip out there, and I cannot believe it. Like that's an embroidered duels chip. By the way, Corkleton's wife shouted out the Chef Academy. Did you get that?
Yes, I got that written down. Thank you.
This is above and beyond. I just can't believe there's a giant credit for Andromeda's Edge in this.
This is still set up, right?
I don't know.
Forever.
I mean, that Potion Dragon is having a party. That's an amazing party.
I think they're gonna use them for like Christmas tree decorations, which is really
there
cool.
you go. That's can I tell you, when we started a company, I didn't know that there would be a picture like this. This is an honor. This is an honor to make games that people have connected with and then have shared back. Sharing back is a gift. I'm so excited.
The Potion Dragon is still holding the bottle though. Let me know, Ex-Tanner which print you wanted if you haven't already of the remaining 4. That would be lovely.
The dragon is holding the felted meat. Okay, that's awesome.
That's so cool. The chili feels like you actually owned that chili. Like I that's not felt. So you just had a chili.
The giant AE ship. That's funny. There's just so much good stuff in here. Is there an actual potato back there behind the?
There is a potato, yeah. And then there's a bread jelly cat plush. It's amazing. I love it.
That's a wild entry. You know, we speaking of potatoes, I'm just gonna add this to the stage. This is what one day I showed up at the Gen Con hall and I was getting ready to set up and I found this. Just I don't know who did this. Actually, I don't know if anyone's come forward to say this was me. But there's a potato. There's why a potato in Mission Catastrophe, and then there was a potato dragon in Flamecraft. So we were for a while saying, "Oh, there's going to be a potato in every game," but there is not a potato in Andromeda's Edge. But now there is now in this universe. So anyway,
do we know who left this?
I have no idea who left this.
All right, no one's owned up. The
someone
mystery potato.
Me, I could.
It looks like it's quite old. I'm wondering how long they carried this. Did they bring it from wherever they came from?
Time, you know what I mean?
The Spud Collective. I love that. Potato Faction. Spud Collective.
It reminds me of something I did not show that was a Gen Con as well, by the way.
What have you forgotten?
Oh, I forgot to say that we did this for winners of Players of Duels tournaments. We had Sandara sign. Actually, no, here's the thing. This was crazy. We've never done this before. Okay, I want to tell you this is one of the craziest things I've done as a board game publisher. This set of cards has been in the works for over a year because I flew to Singapore to have Sandara sign her card, and then I mailed these cards to Peru and to Colombia, and then they came back to Los Angeles, and I had every single one of the people who are in the original companions, including Rich, our puzzle maker. Everyone signed their companion card. Now, I did make sets of these for the people who are playing duels at Gen Con, but I also have a couple bonus sets, and I will find a way that we can figure out how we're going to get these to more people. We got Brad. Brad signed his, so everyone. Now the fun part about that is these are like sort of a one of a kind treat, and we now have to do it again because we're adding more companion dragons. So we're gonna have to get Nicole and Rosie and Chris and Judy and Lauren.
Warn you all, I have a terrible signature, so enjoy. I've been signing copies of my game that I worked on, and I have no signature every time. I'm like, what am I writing? A lot of people sign things nicely. When I was younger, there was a whole neat signature, but now I'm like, oh, this is gibberish.
Yeah.
Manny's is awesome. It's a very stylish.
Great. I also really like how
Brad
Daniel.
is just Brad. Like I just love.
I like how I like how Daniel just did a D. That was pretty awesome. I was the one that went. I did the whole signature. Did the whole thing. But and Rich is the first one who broke into colors. So I think Rich started it.
What game did I work on? It's called Cozy Days, and it's a charity game with an animal company, and it's part of a series. So it's not out yet, like September, but it's very cute and small.
Contest for the signed companions win. I believe we'll have to do a newsletter or something.
It's a good prize. It's small and postable. I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I do have another idea for another one where you write Cardboard Alchemy to get something. But the last time I did that, I could not keep up with writing back. So I want to think of another one where I send something back. I've thought of an idea where we did these ribbons at Gen Con. So you could write to me and say what your favorite dragon is. And then we could get you a ribbon in the mail back. As long as we all agree I'm not going to write a letter back, I could just send the ribbon back, and then it would be timely, I think. But I'm not starting that yet. I'm just putting that out there as an idea. If you like that idea, maybe we'll do that, where you get like a dragon ribbon of your choice. I will show the dragon ribbons in the next stream.
Yeah, they're very cool.
We can show what the dragon ribbons look like, because they were a lot of fun.
People love it.
Okay. Yeah, the thing about this is I love getting mail at Cardboard Alchemy, because otherwise we get like tax bills and other things. We just get like, you have to do this and this and this boring, stuff. And it's so much more fun to get a notice from somebody. So,
Quackleton, the Alchemist bundles haven't gone out yet. There's a slight process in that we have to order the t-shirts to us, compile them, and then send them out. It takes a little bit longer, but we will reach out to say that they're being posted. Do not worry.
Yes.
We love giving out things. We're still working on getting good at sending them quickly.
We are busy making Andromeda's Edge Genesis. Yeah. Let me just tell you that is it's a day and night kind of thing. And we're manufacturing duels. I sent about all the mails I was doing on duels last night until about 3 or 4 in the morning, because we were making it is coming, and there is so much to do to get that thing made. So we're doing all that stuff. So it is hard to also ship things out of the office. Surprisingly, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but we'll get better at that.
Right, we have 3 more to go. Could you remind me
winners?
Could you remind me of the 4 remaining prints, because Excalibur said surprise me, so you can show the 4 remaining prints.
All right, so the Chef Academy was claimed. I know that.
And so was the Stuff the Magic Dragon.
Stuff the Magic Dragon was claimed, which leaves us with the Arrival of the Iron Dragon, Wingnut, Flamecraft Drake of Cakes, the Soup Truck, and the Desert Vendor.
Cool. Okay, so the next one is... Oh, that's a potato.
No, that is not an entry. That's
Oh
not
my
it.
goodness.
The potato did not win.
That's your fault. You left a potato on the screen. This
Like
is
the magic of this one.
LEG Doodles. And
I
it's a beautiful, I think it's like using pen. I think they've used
Yeah.
like alcohol pens. And
I
I
should
don't
stare
think
at
I don't know if she's here. I
yeah.
don't.
Another duels token nailed, but also, oh my goodness, inside of that potion. It's magical in there.
So I love a 4-point star. I may love frogs, but you'll always get me with a 4-point star. It's
Wow.
beautiful. Oh, Ellie Doodles is here. Yay!
Nice. That is gorgeous. What an
Um,
amazing job, yeah.
but yeah, pick the print of the 4 and let me know so I can make a note. But yeah, this is really beautiful. What did you use to color this in? I'd love to know. It's very clean. And
Yeah.
I love that people are getting the different color pours. It's just so cute.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
lot of purple, which we appreciate. We love it. We love a lot of purple.
Do love a good purple. 100%.
But yeah, and then I've 2 more to go. And
Sparkle.
those sparkle flakes are amazing. They
And
are.
the potion swirl and the different colors. So solid.
Okay, and the next one, it's actually digital. How did you do that? That's awesome. That's incredible.
Wow. Yeah, it has a traditional feel. It definitely
It
feels.
really does. I mean, I did think it was an incredible scan. Drake of Cakes. Drake
Yeah,
of Cakes.
is yours. All right.
Making a note.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one is Ciara. With this, we love the splash behind the
This was a very clever that splatter behind Cardboard Alchemy, which feels to me reminded me of What the Food when I first made that game. It's not in the picture. It's just this extra feeling of like boom, Cardboard Alchemy splat like a potion. It's also potions can be explosive, so I thought it was neat.
It was nice, and I think it's like they used like a wax pastel.
Yeah, there is a very cool
chalk pastels, maybe. Yeah, it's really, really nice. This is one of the ones where they did make it into a coin, the token. There was a lot of people who thought it was a coin.
It's a good
We do
looking
make a
coin.
lot of coins. We
Yeah, we
appreciate
do.
we make a lot of coins.
Legit, we make coins at this company.
Yeah.
But also that the color in the 5, I don't know what color that is because it's not teal. It is like this. This is super cool. It's that color, whatever that is, but it's hotter than that. It's like
Teal.
it's teal, but it's almost mint. It's almost a mint. I don't know what it is. It's a great color in there.
I don't think Ciara's here. Let me know if you are, because again, I'm dealing with different names and things. But I will be reaching out to the ones that aren't. If you've won and you're here, then feel free to message me on Discord with your information.
It is a cyan. It's a cyan and a neon teal. Yes, it's all those things. There would be like if you went into a store and there was a paint color. First of all, I don't know if you would do your wall that color, but there's a color there that would be like ocean mist or whatever the hell it would be. Aqua, marine, mint, something. Yep. It's such a cool color. I just like it. It's wild.
And then the final one, color, even though there were so many amazing ones, wish we could do them all.
Yeah, seriously, they were all.
Is Ara Sandal with this dotty, purpley, very purpley, beautiful print. I enjoy the sign and the date.
Yeah, I do too. I also like the scales on that potion dragon are like super charming. I would almost want to put. I wouldn't want to drag. I would want one of these with like that. That's like a fancy. Really cool. This feels like a fancy potion dual dragon. Scales are amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. But thank you so much everyone for entering. And there was like 12 people voting on these, so there was a lot of different favorites and things.
We were debating, so you just know that every one of the ones submitted had a person championing it and saying, "Oh, but I gotta do this one." So
Ara Sandal is here, and you want the hot air balloon one.
Okay.
Cool. That's awesome. Thank you all for joining the stream as well. Like, I think that's pretty good turnout for people being here. That's amazing. Making my life easier.
There you go.
If you don't have me on Discord, you've got Facebook, but also you can just email hello@cardboardalchemy.com. And I'll get forwarded it by the lovely Judy. So do not worry. We love running competitions. They're a lot of fun. And who knows, the future of Cardboard Alchemy might be a competition division who can send everything out and get us
we might have to do that because what we did at Gen Con is we brought prizes. We brought like everyone who played Critter Kitchen got promos, and everyone who played Andromeda's Edge got promos. These are existing promos if you've backed. But we did the ribbons, we did free coasters. The only thing that I got stopped from is that Gen Con wouldn't let me give free stickers to everybody.
Yeah, I love
because they were like, oh no, you're gonna stick them on the walls or something. And
ribbons are the way to go because they're sticky and they have
right, exactly. So but we like that. I love that part of the experience connecting with people is having fun. The potato did get turned into a hot dog. That is one of the most clever things to happen.
I love that
in this contest.
Classic.
Unbelievable. It was a potato and a hot dog.
Yeah, love it.
Stellar.
Or it's a hot dog on a potato, just sitting there. Thank you so much.
If Gen Con was great, PAX U will be epic. We are going to step it up again. It's going to be
absolutely. It's going to be
I
very cool.
cannot wait for PAX U. It's our first booth as a company. It should be the flame. Rosie and I were talking. We could almost just do a Flamecraft experience. We are going to have other games, but like Flamecraft alone could fill a booth. So it'll be fun. All right.
Talking about the Flamecraft, the competition division.
Competition division, yeah. By the way, I have something that I forgot to mention from Gen Con that someone made this. Which is
yeah. The dice tray is very cool.
So honored to get one. This is like so cool. They went to all their favorite companies. We got a spacey one. So I'm gonna roll dice in it now.
That's awesome. So
yeah.
There were a bunch. I'm just gonna double check.
Yeah, let's see the questions we have.
A couple of messages. Ballpark figure. How many games did you play /demo at Gen Con? That's a split question because.
Okay, so our team
any games that weren't our games.
Right, our team focused on our titles. We hosted 83 games officially on the schedule. There was this one really fun moment where an Andromeda's Edge game was played in between the schedule by a bunch of super fans that were like, "Can we play Andromeda's Edge? It's right there." And we let them play Andromeda's Edge because they were like, we could get it done before the next game of Andromeda's Edge. So Cardboard Alchemy hosted 83 games. Our staff members went off to play other games. I don't know who played what and when and where. I didn't play any other games because I was focused on this mission. But,
So technically demoed hundreds of games. Technically, as a company.
Yes. I mean, if you look at everybody who was involved, yes, we definitely. Oh, thank you for the dice tray. I appreciate it. I didn't know you would be here.
That's so cool.
Oh,
I also appreciate the rosemary standing still there. I love that.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
That's very cool.
It made my day to get that. That was so cool. Each day was a special surprise of like, hey, someone's dressed up as characters in Flamecraft, and hey, I got this amazing dice tray. And then Tim Chewin filmed a crazy video of this, thing. So we had like just a really fun time there.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. I was catching all the social media stuff going on, and it looked awesome.
Chris and Brad played Whisperwood over and over, so we can't wait to talk about that someday.
I don't understand this question. It could be a joke, but I want to check. Since it's the stream 8/8, will there be other streams going forward, or is it the last for this season?
I don't know, but all I'm thinking of right now is 88 miles an hour. Like we're gonna go back to the future.
Maybe that's what it is. It's actually my brother's birthday. He was born on the 8th of the 8th of the 88. So happy birthday, Martin. You're not watching this. You live in China. You're not interested in. I haven't seen him in ages. But
great
good stuff. Have a
good
time.
I don't know what that means either, but
yeah, no,
Oh, just the title of the stream. Okay.
Okay.
Will we be doing more of these streams? Yes, we're here every Friday or whenever you want to watch this.
We'll keep doing them. I will be doing a how to paint the Fountain Dragon video when I have a spare.
Ooh, nice.
I will definitely do that. What I really like about it is you could just do a slap chop technique of creating. I've got one here.
Should we get like Rosie several fountains so she can do like multiple?
Yeah, because you could just do this effect with green.
That would be great.
And that's really easy to do. That's it's very simple. So 100%. And then maybe you want to do like a sparkly one. And I kind of want to make like water coming out of it with like cling film and resin.
Oh, I finally get it now.
But I won't like
chat with Peter. 8 out of 8. This is the 8th one. We're done.
Oh, right. We're too slow.
We are. This is it, everybody. Thank you very much. No, we're making so many more games. We're gonna talk about them. We're gonna chat with you. We're gonna have more fun contests out of the contest division, apparently.
Will there be a deluxe kit for Genesis? Because French and all that second one, if there'll be a localization either during or after.
Okay, this is a good.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I actually think that the deluxe elements are separate. Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. This is the standard edition of Genesis. We're putting out the standard edition because we have people who have backed deluxe and standard. But what we are going to do for every single person who backs is we're going to add the deluxe items to their pledge for free so that you don't have to worry about it. Then what we're going to do is, to answer the second question, is that we are going to go localize it in French. And then we're going to offer the deluxe pieces to that localized partner. Now, I don't know if they'll take them, but for example, you could get the Cosmic Frog from us. It'll come in a little Cosmic Frog box, language independent Cosmic Frog. And so if you don't have the deluxe parts in your country, if that partner does not take those deluxe parts, they'll be sold separately, so you can add the deluxe parts. But in addition to that, the Genesis base game will have some other parts that will be included. Like, for example, one of the factions has a little terraforming dome. We haven't really talked about that, but like that dome is coming inside the box, so you don't have to go chase that down. So
cool.
Yeah, it'll be both. We'll have both, so everybody has deluxe.
Just got a couple in. Do you have any idea of how many copies of Critic Kitchen Deluxe are in stock? I really want one, but can't afford it for a little while. Best for that is to email us at hello@cardboardalchemy.com, and they can answer that question for you. We'd have to do a thing to check that.
I will say this. I don't want to say this I don't want to make this FOMO. I really just want to be honest with everybody. I'm always going to be transparent about where we stand, if something's going to get reprinted or not reprinted. I do not believe Critic Kitchen Deluxe, as it is, will be reprinted again. I'm not saying that to make everyone freak out, but there are some left. As you can imagine, it's a big chunky item, so people don't like rush out and get it. So we do have some. We might even have some all the way to PAX. I mean, I don't know how it's going to go. But it's doing really well in retail as a very smaller game. So the deluxe is a dedication item that we know only our super fans will want to get, and when it's gone, it's gone.
We have had people ask about upgrade kits for the ingredients,
yes,
which we are aware of, and the coins as well. I think
we're aware that the stars,
that was it.
But the tricky part about Critic Kitchen is it's just one of those games that it's got its exciting start, but we don't know if it's got enough people who want stars, right? So we will be looking into. One of the things we learned on Flamecraft is that you can buy the resources separate. And at the time, we thought that would be against the grain for stores, but actually stores have told us that they really love that upgrade model. So we didn't do it for Critic Kitchen. We were worried that, if you make how do I explain this? If you make like a lot of wooden soup and no one buys that one, it's very hard to anticipate what people will buy for upgrades. And Critic Kitchen has so many more pieces than Flamecraft, so it became a hard thing. So what Critic Kitchen exists right now, we had to tell this to people at Gen Con, it's an either or, and it might always stay as an either or. Standard, all the gameplay, none of the bling. I mean, there is a little bling because your meeples are still wood. And it's still quality components. I mean, with thick cardboard and great cards and all that stuff. Or all of the bling plus, tray system. Plus, it's like a game that looks like it ate another game. It's just insane. You either go for the one that you can carry to game night, or the one that lives in your home like the chonkiest game, cozy game you've ever owned, and that is your choice.
Absolutely. And the final one, when will we hear more about the gameplay and mechanics of Whisperwood and Flamebound?
That is a good question. Well, Whisperwood's going to be first because we are going to launch that in the spring. And we have now started to show it at places like Gen Con. We're going to have it in our Discord as something that people can play. Now, that Discord play is also relying on Luke and myself to have free time. And we're going to launch Genesis. So bear with us, but we are going to have ways that people can play it. And on this stream, as we start getting more and more resources and art done, we're going to talk about Whisperwood, and we'll be starting a Facebook group for Whisperwood. We'll have tons of ways you can find out more about Whisperwood. Following that, we're going to have tons more ways you can find out about Flamebound as we get that one. Manny is working busily on the design of that one, and we're just like refining that. Chris Strain is developing. Cannot wait to tell you about Flamebound. I did this thing at Gen Con where if anybody asked about Flamebound, I sneak peek showed them a piece of art that blew me away the first time I saw it from Sandara. Maybe I'll put that in a stream so everybody could be like, what? I'll have to ask Sandara. I'll say, Sandara, I did leak this to 2 people, 3 people. Can I show it to everyone on the internet? Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, we will talk about these things. Sergio is what I also really can't wait to talk about too is we're designing these golems in Whisperwood. We've started modeling the first golem. It's exciting, and I want to be able to show this is a behind the scenes stream, so we will be showing how that golem got drawn by Sergio, how it is getting modeled, its first stages, the manufacturing of that piece. I cannot wait. We'll go on a journey with Whisperwood.
Do we know the results of the survey/quiz where you could win a future pledge? You haven't sent the out yet, but they've been pulled. But now that Peter's back, I'll be contacting people who have won. So everyone is still in with a chance because they don't know.
This is the time we did a future pledge where someone could win any future pledge of a Cardboard Alchemy. And now I can't wait to figure out what people are going to choose as their pledge, right?
Absolutely.
Is it going to be Andromeda's Edge Genesis? I'm guessing Flamebound would be the pick here, but that's exciting to have that as a.
But yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
We can go on forever, but I'm hungry.
Do you want potatoes now?
I actually don't have potatoes. I have what I like to call spag bowl risotto, which is where I replace the spaghetti that I can't eat with sushi rice. Yep.
Oh, nice. That sounds fun.
It is fun. Yeah, I really like it. I like textures, and I hate some textures, and this one I like a lot. So
nice.
But yeah, then I'll be off to early tomorrow Canterbury Gaming Con, where I'm gonna be there with Duels. If you spot me, I don't have a dedicated table, but there's also Pavison Games are going to be there with Lucia. So if anyone wants to know that, very exciting.
That's what I would do with my time right there.
And our next convention is Essen. We're just gonna be there, going around.
By the way, you know what I'm doing this weekend? I'm building a table.
Oh, the table! Is it right?
A table from Game Toppers.
Nice.
Big enough to hold an Andromeda's Edge mat. You see, this is the progression. I got a game.
Is it the big mat?
I could. The table is big enough for the whole mat. So this is the progression. I got a game, and then I had to get a mat, and then I had to get a table. I understand I have a problem, but I'm going to put together a Game Toppers, and I will have to share a picture of that gloriousness.
That sounds cool. I'm excited to see pictures. Does it have lights?
No, it does not. There's not the lit up variety. Maybe I should put lights in there. That would be fun.
Never know.
The Tim Chewin method where he's got it all fancy.
Yeah, I don't know how Tim stores the amount of tables he's been sent, if I'm honest. I have no idea. I swear he has like, his ones are Rathskeller, aren't they? And I'm just like, where are you putting the 3 Rathskeller tables that you've got?
Picks or it didn't happen. All right, we'll get into it. But I hope everyone has a fun
I'll
weekend.
take some pictures of the Canterbury
Please
event.
do. Absolutely.
And yeah, and of course there's ZatuCon, which is very small in London, but you know, well, welcome to come join.
But since you mentioned Essen too, we're going to be there wandering around, right? That's our mission.
Yeah, we are wandering, and as you know, we do sometimes have stuff in our pockets.
Well, I am going to bring ribbons. Well, first of all, we're going to work out ribbons for everyone who can't go to Essen because we got this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But then, based on the reaction I saw to ribbons at Gen Con, we will be doing ribbons for sure.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But you never know if you spot us, and I'm easy to spot. So
okay, great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Your weekend whenever you see this, and